Have you ever felt like one mistake could ruin everything you've worked for? Imagine building a career from the ground up only to face a moment that could destroy it all. Well, that's exactly what happened to me. One decision, one misstep, and I was on the verge of losing everything, my career, my reputation, and my future. But instead of giving up, I did something unexpected that changed everything. What was this life-changing turning point, and how can you use it to overcome your own challenges? Stay tuned, because I'm about to reveal the one thing that almost destroyed my career and how I turned it into my greatest comeback. Overcoming doubt and failure. I'm Kevin Hart, and I'm here to tell you that the one thing that almost destroyed my career wasn't what you think. It wasn't a lack of talent, it wasn't the critics, and it sure as heck wasn't the haters. The real enemy? Doubt. Self-doubt is the silent killer that will stop you before you even get started. Every time I thought about quitting, about giving up, about walking away from my dreams, it was that doubt that almost pulled me under. But here's the thing, doubt is normal. The most successful people in the world deal with it. The key is to not let it define you. You got to push through it, because on the other side of doubt is your breakthrough. Self-doubt is a silent killer that often holds us back from achieving our greatest potential. We've all been there, those moments when you question whether you're good enough, smart enough, or worthy of success. I've been there too, but let me tell you this. Doubt is natural, but it's not who you are. It's a feeling, not a fact. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you can take control of your life. When you face self-doubt, it's important to remember one thing. It's not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. Growth doesn't happen in the safety of what you already know. Growth happens when you step into the unknown and dare to face your fears. You're not supposed to have all the answers up front. It's okay to feel uncertain. It's okay to question your abilities, but don't let that stop you. You have the power to rewrite your story. Every successful person, from actors to athletes, from entrepreneurs to world leaders, faces doubt. What separates them from the rest is that they refuse to let doubt dictate their actions. They take it as a challenge, not a setback. They keep pushing, even when the world seems like it's pushing back. The key is persistence. You may not have the answers right now, but that doesn't mean you should quit. Keep moving forward. So the next time doubt creeps in, remember that you have what it takes to overcome it. Don't let it paralyze you. Use it as fuel to keep going, to prove to yourself and the world that you can do it. Your breakthrough is just on the other side of that doubt. Keep going. You've got this. The importance of persistence and consistency. You think I became Kevin Hart overnight? Nah, it didn't happen like that. It wasn't about one big break. It was about showing up every day, putting in the work, and not letting the setbacks stop me. There was a time when no one believed in me, when my career seemed like it was never going to take off. But guess what? I didn't let that stop me. I stayed consistent. I kept working hard, and I kept pushing. That's how you break through the tough times, by staying persistent and refusing to quit, even when it feels like the world is against you. Let me tell you something about failure. It's not the end of the road. It's the beginning of the journey. Failure is not a dead end. It's the launch pad for success. I know it feels tough when things don't go as planned, you give your all, and it still doesn't work out the way you envisioned. But here's the thing, every failure is a lesson waiting to be learned. Think about it. How many successful people do you know who didn't face setbacks? None. They all faced challenges, rejections, and moments where everything seemed to fall apart. What made them successful was their ability to get back up, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. Failure isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. Each time you fail, you gain wisdom, resilience, and a deeper understanding of what it takes to win. In your own life, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, you'll encounter failure. It's unavoidable. But instead of allowing it to break you, use it as an opportunity to rise even stronger. When you fail, take a moment to reflect. What can I learn from this? What's the next step forward? Failure is temporary, but quitting is permanent. So don't let a setback make you stop. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep striving for what you want. Every failure is just one step closer to your breakthrough. Keep pushing, keep learning, and remember, the path to success is paved with lessons learned through failure, turning setbacks into opportunities. Listen, I've had some major setbacks. I've faced rejection. I've been told no. I've been laughed at. But you know what? I've learned to turn those setbacks into fuel. Every no is a lesson. Every failure is a chance to learn and grow. If you let those moments define you, they'll destroy you. But if you choose to use them to propel you forward, they become stepping stones to greatness. Setbacks are part of the game. You can't avoid them, but you can choose how to respond. Life will throw challenges your way. Things won't always go according to plan, and sometimes things may feel like they're falling apart. But here's the truth. Your ability to bounce back from adversity is what defines your success. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you work at it, the stronger it gets. When you face a setback, don't let it define you. Instead, let it fuel you. The greatest victories often come after the hardest struggles. Think about it. Every time you've been knocked down in life, whether it's been personal disappointment, career failure, or even health challenges, you had two choices: stay down or get back up. The key to winning is getting back up, no matter how many times you fall. In your daily life, setbacks will happen. It's inevitable. What matters most is how you respond to them. When things don't go your way, remind yourself that this is just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. You have the power to turn things around, to keep moving forward, and to keep learning from every experience. Resilience isn't about never facing obstacles. It's about having the strength to rise every single time you fall. So take your setbacks, use them to sharpen your mindset, and get back to the grind. You're stronger than you think, and every setback is an opportunity to come back even stronger. The power of believing in yourself. Here's something I had to learn the hard way. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. I almost lost everything because I didn't believe in my own value. It wasn't until I started believing in myself, my talent, and my vision that things started changing. You can't wait for others to believe in you. You've got to believe in yourself first. And trust me, once you do, the world starts to believe in you too. Let me tell you something about success. It's not about giant leaps. It's about steady, consistent action over time. Consistency is the real game changer in your journey. You might not see results overnight, and you might even feel like you're putting in effort without any immediate rewards, but trust me, every small effort you make is building the foundation for something much bigger. Think about the people who seem to have it all together. They're not doing anything magical. They've just stayed consistent with their work, their mindset, and their vision. Whether it's working toward a career goal, getting fit, or learning a new skill, the people who succeed are the ones who don't quit when things get tough. They keep showing up day after day, even when progress feels slow. In your daily life, consistency means doing something small every day that gets you closer to your dreams. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the most of every moment you have. If you want to build a business, write a book, or simply become a better version of yourself, make consistency your ally. Break down your big goals into small, achievable steps, and stay committed to showing up every day. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. The more consistent you are, the closer you get to the success you've been working for. Keep pushing forward one day at a time. Don't let fear control you. Fear is the one thing that can stop you from reaching your dreams faster than anything else. I was afraid of failure, of being rejected, of not being good enough, but I realized that fear was the real enemy. Fear keeps you stuck. Fear keeps you playing small. The moment you face that fear head on, it loses its power. So take the leap, step into the unknown, and know that every time you push through fear, you're one step closer to the life you want. Here's the thing, believing in yourself is your superpower. If you don't believe in your potential, no one else will either. Self-belief is the foundation for everything you want to achieve, and it starts with understanding one simple truth. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Every single successful person has faced doubt, criticism, and fear, but they all had one thing in common. They chose to believe in their ability to overcome obstacles, even when it seemed impossible. Self-belief isn't about thinking you're perfect. It's about knowing you have the strength to face any challenge and grow from it. in your daily life. Self-belief starts with changing the way you talk to yourself. Instead of focusing on your weaknesses or limitations, remind yourself of your strengths and the progress you've already made. Believe that you have the power to figure things out, to learn and to adapt. When challenges come, don't see them as roadblocks, see them as opportunities to grow and prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's important to trust your own judgment and trust that even when things go wrong, you're still learning and moving forward. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you won't face setbacks. It means you won't let those setbacks define you. You have everything inside you to succeed, but it starts with the belief that you can. Keep that belief alive and success will follow. Building a strong support system. No one does it alone. I didn't get here by myself. I had a team of people around me who believed in me, who pushed me when I wanted to quit. They saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. And that's what you need. People who lift you up, people who remind you of your worth when you forget. Build that support system. Surround yourself with people who will help you grow, not people who drag you down. Life doesn't always go as planned. In fact, it rarely does. Setbacks are inevitable, but here's the key: they don't define you unless you let them. The true measure of your strength isn't how smoothly things go, but how you bounce back when things go wrong. When Kevin Hart faced a career setback, he didn't let it stop him. He used it as fuel to push harder, work smarter, and come back even stronger. You can do the same in your own life. Setbacks don't have to be seen as failures. Instead, see them as opportunities for growth. Every challenge you face teaches you something new. Every roadblock forces you to be more creative, more resilient, more determined. In your daily life, it's easy to get discouraged when things don't work out. You might feel like giving up or like you're not cut out for success. But this is the moment to dig deep and find your inner strength. When you face adversity, remind yourself that it's not the end. It's a challenge to overcome. Every great success story is built on overcoming adversity. Whether it's a career failure, a personal loss, or any obstacle you face, remember, your comeback will be greater than any setback. Use the lessons, build on your experiences, and come out stronger than before. Stay focused, stay determined, and keep moving forward. Your success is waiting on the other side of your setbacks. Failure is not the end, it's the beginning. Here's the truth: failure is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of a new chapter. I failed, and I failed hard, but each time I fell, I learned more, I grew more, and I kept getting better. If you're not failing, you're not growing. So don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of not trying. Failure is not permanent, it's temporary. It's your comeback story that's permanent. Success can be intoxicating. It's easy to get caught up in the accolades, the praise, and the recognition. But true greatness lies in your ability to stay humble no matter how high you rise. Kevin Hart's journey is a perfect example of someone who achieved incredible success but never let it go to his head. He knows that humility keeps you grounded, connected to your roots, and ready for even greater achievements. In daily life, it's important to remember that no matter how much you accomplish, there's always more to learn. Humility allows you to stay open-minded and receptive to growth. It keeps you from becoming complacent because it reminds you that every success is a result of hard work, dedication, and the help of others. And when you stay humble, you make room for others to grow alongside you and even teach you valuable lessons along the way. Being humble also means acknowledging the people who helped you get where you are, whether it's family, friends, mentors, or colleagues. It's about lifting others up while you rise, not just focusing on your own success. When you show gratitude and remain humble, you create stronger relationships and a more fulfilling life. Incorporate humility into your everyday mindset. Celebrate your wins, but remember that success is a journey, not a destination. When you stay grounded, you not only make a bigger impact, but you also pave the way for continued success. Keep striving, but always remain humble. Taking responsibility for your success. Let me tell you something, no one owes you anything. If you want to succeed, you've got to take responsibility for your own life. The moment I took full responsibility for my career, for my decisions, for my actions, everything changed. Stop blaming others. Stop waiting for a handout and start creating the life you want. The power is in your hands. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning of your next chapter. I've often shared how my biggest failures were some of the most important lessons of my career. Instead of letting fear of failure hold me back, I used it as fuel to push harder, work smarter, and grow stronger. In daily life, fear of failure is something we all face, whether it's a new job opportunity, a personal challenge, or taking a risk in your relationships. But the key is to stop viewing failure as something to avoid and instead embrace it as part of the process. Every setback holds a lesson that moves you closer to success. Think about it. Every successful person has failed. The difference between them and someone who gives up is that they didn't let fear paralyze them. Instead, they learned from their mistakes, adapted, and kept going. This mindset shift will empower you to take risks, knowing that no failure is ever truly wasted if you choose to learn and grow from it. When you step outside of your comfort zone, failure is inevitable, but so is growth. Every time you fail and rise again, you're building the resilience and mental toughness necessary to achieve your dream. So embrace failure with open arms. Don't let fear control you. Use it to propel you forward, because with every failure, you're one step closer to the success you're destined to achieve. Keep moving, keep learning, and most importantly, never stop growing. You're stronger than you think. I'm telling you right now, you're stronger than you think. We all have the strength inside us to do amazing things, but we've got to be willing to dig deep and push through the tough times. When I thought I couldn't go any further, when I thought about quitting, I found strength in places I didn't know existed. You have that strength inside you too. You just have to be willing to unlock it. Criticism is inevitable, but how you respond to it is what truly matters. Kevin Hart has been a target of criticism throughout his career, but instead of letting it bring him down, he used it as a source of motivation. He understands that the opinions of others don't define his worth or his potential. In daily life, we all face criticism, whether it's from a coworker, a family member, or even from our own inner voice. It's natural to feel hurt or discouraged when others don't believe in us, but my approach is about taking control of how we react to those comments. Rather than allowing criticism to create doubt, use it as an opportunity to prove people wrong and rise above. Here's the key. When someone criticizes you, it says more about them than it does about you. Instead of taking it personally, shift your perspective. Ask yourself, how can I use this feedback to improve and grow? Every piece of criticism, no matter how harsh, can be a tool for self-improvement. What separates successful people from others isn't that they avoid criticism. It's that they keep pushing forward regardless of it. Let criticism fuel your drive, not your doubt. Focus on the vision you have for yourself and block out the noise of negativity. Don't let someone else's opinion be your reality. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep elevating yourself. So what was the one thing that almost destroyed my career? It was my own mistake, specifically a lapse in judgment that almost cost me everything. But instead of letting that moment define me, I turned it into fuel for an even bigger comeback. I faced my demons, learned from my mistakes, and came back stronger than ever. If there's one thing we can all learn from this, it's that setbacks don't define us. Our ability to rise again does. So the answer is simple. Never let one mistake make you think it's the end. Embrace your failures, learn from them, and keep moving forward. That's what I did, and that's what you can do too. What do you think? Have you ever faced a moment that almost destroyed you, but you came back even stronger? Let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, if you want to hear more about me and the lessons I've learned along the way, check out this next video right here. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. There's more powerful wisdom coming your way.